That was the worst.
Just ask me if I want to learn more as we're going live. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
There it went. All right.
That was the worst picture ever.
What? You have a cliffhanger. How'd you get it?
There was no cliffhanger. You just shoved your finger up my nose. Good Lord.
She always has a cliffhanger.
I do not. That's one thing I make
We
sure
gonna
that
get
I don't
that
know.
going?
I was trying to wait for the doobob on the whatchamacallit to make sure I could see where the thingamabob was, but you're being sick. He's grouchy tonight.
I am very grouchy. And that's...
It's a private pond in Keithville, Louisiana.
Focus, honey. Could you tell him we were going live?
Yes.
Okay. Well, he should know why you're not
Stop
getting hold of
yelling
him.
at me.
He should know why we're not getting back to him. So I need you to focus.
I'd like to see you tomorrow.
Focus.
I am. I'm pulling it up.
I gotta focus for myself and for everybody else. How do you like that? All right. So.
You do it. I don't know how to do it.
This way. There you go.
He is just a bowl full of happiness tonight.
Okay.
Ta-na-na-na-na.
We don't have time for a description. We're going live.
There's a picture.
I don't think you'll give a picture. All right, everybody. All right, so if you're on, say hello.
Hi.
I think this picture's bigger than the other picture. All right, guys. So this week I dropped a video about what do we do? I dropped a video on Rocky Mountain PFA. So Rocky Mountain PFA is a small group of lakes down in near Rome, Georgia, and really good potential on those lakes. I know there's some giants in there. They have a weird. You have to turn that down, honey.
I thought I turned it off. Sorry.
But the three lakes, they have like a window limit, I believe. I know the one lake, Heath Lake, is specifically for trophies, and that has a slot limit.
Hey, Brian.
And what's up, Brian? That has a slot limit where you can only keep fish under 14 inches and one over 20 something inches. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's somewhere in that range. So therefore, it keeps all the really big ones from getting caught and pulled out of there. So that one, we didn't go into that lake. We were in East and West Antioch Lake, and they're connected by a little culvert. But it's funny because those lakes, they fish funny, where there is shallow cover, and that shallow, but it's like a mat, but it's mat because they actually sprayed the vegetation in there, which is a really stupid idea if they're trying to grow big bass in there. They shouldn't do that. I mean, the vegetation.
Hey, Richard.
Vegetation would really keep those fish, would really help those fish to grow. But even saying that, we frozen? We hit a lag? Even saying that, there's still big fish in there, but they seem to relate to that deeper structure. There are deep spots in that lake, but the majority of that lake, you have these flats and you have these creek channels that go through there, and there's all kinds of rock piles and brush piles in that deeper area, in that 6 to 12-foot zone.
Hey, Patrick.
They put those things right on the creek edge, or that depth change, and that's where a lot of the fish were hanging. There was bait fish and everything that were traversing through that creek channel, and we happened to run into them right in the beginning when it was real foggy. In that video, we ran into some of them when they came up schooling, and they'd follow those schools around a little bit, and then they would come up and bust them, and then and you could get a shot at them potentially, and that was, but it was very, you had to be close enough to get a cast, and then it would be over. You know, it would happen for a couple seconds, and then it'd be over. Um, I, but they were, overall, they were, especially that day, they were really difficult to get to bite, um, especially for me. I suppose that day I probably had 5 or 6 bites all day. I caught 2. 3 came off, um, and those were the only ones I could really for sure, you know, believe that I had a bite. So,
Hey, Jeff.
what's up, Jeff?
He says he loves the hoodie. That's awesome. I'm glad you like it.
Good deal. Yeah, we're hoping. You know, we still have quite a few left. Um, I took a poll of everybody that would be interested, and I think we had like 35 or so people that were interested, and I think out of those 35, we had about 15 buy them. So
I've sold. There's a couple that I put out the door last week. So
okay, good.
yeah.
And hopefully that, you know, as long as we have that option, maybe we, you know, people will take advantage of it. But I want to buy some hats. I'd like to get some hats that have, you know, the Copper Red Baits logo on it, and then on the back has Copper Red Baits or whatever. And then we can put those in there as well. So when you guys go to buy some things, you can also get a hat or a hoodie.
If you're just joining us, say hi. We'd love to know if you're here. Our phone's just kind of lagging behind to let us know who's in here. So we'd love to know you're here.
And make sure to.
Hey, Kevin. Actually, thank you for just sending that picture to us. Is it your son?
Yeah, so Kevin just sent us a picture that Cole, I'm
Yes.
assuming it's his
Cole.
son, just caught his PB.
And I can't pull it up on my phone because you're using my phone.
Yeah, phones are occupied. But he just caught his PB on our Wave Frog Loudmouth edition. So that's awesome. That's what it's all about. Make sure you guys make a post because that gets me excited. I have to say I get burned out just working, then coming home and doing this and making calls, and you know, sometimes they go well, sometimes they don't. But you know, there's a lot of stuff I'm trying to juggle and trying to make happen, and some days I don't feel like doing it as much as other days, and you know, we've been doing it for now. This August is year 3, is it?
Year 3, yeah,
So
year 3. So, but your pictures keep us going, and just knowing of what you're catching and the excitement on Cole's face, like that was awesome. So,
Yeah.
you know, thanks for sending those. It's great to see that, and that was a beauty. So I'm actually going to be posting that on the Copper Red Bait site, and so thank you for sending them. Just keep sending them; they're great.
Yeah, and thankfully, you know, frogging season is really, you know, it's underway right now.
Hey, Tom. Good
What's
to
up,
see
Tom?
you.
I thought I saw Patrick on there too, but
Patrick said hello once. He said the one out Tsunami Frog was awesome in Gunnersville.
good. And yeah, like I said, those pictures, man. You know, those pictures really keep me going, keep me pushing. You know, I see you know, people getting their PBs or just catching fish on them, period, and just sending pictures. And plus, you know, it gives us something that we can post a picture every day of somebody catching some fish. You know, we had, was it Alex Cox? Alex
Yeah.
Cox sent me a couple pictures of, he went out the other day, caught an 8-1, a 7-11, and he said he caught probably 25 others that were between 1 and 5 pounds or 1 and 4 pounds or something like that. But the 8-pounder and the almost 8-pounder were the 2 big ones, which was awesome. It's been too long since I've caught one that size. What I wouldn't give right now for that, something like that.
He's dying. He's going fishing tomorrow. Don't worry, he's going fishing tomorrow.
I might go fishing.
Patrick says, same here, guys, 6 years. And if you guys ever get a chance, take a look at Badass Baits. Phenomenal baits. You guys got to check him out, too. Cole said his best day ever on frog, first time fishing with a Copper Red Baits frog. Hopefully, there'll be many more days to come with, and you'll find that you'll love our frog. He's not going to replace that frog every 10 casts. Or every 10 hits, that frog's going to last. So, but you're going to need lots of colors. Just saying.
I do get that a lot. You know, people when they finally do try our frog, as opposed to a Spro or a Swamp Lord or something like that. They see the difference and they see how much of how good our frogs are. And I'm not trying to
Hey,
badmouth.
JR.
What's up, JR? I'm not trying to badmouth anybody else's frogs. I'm just saying, we have a very high quality frog, and it does everything it's supposed to do. And when those fish hit, 95% of the time you're gonna get a hook in that fish. I actually did get to go out last Saturday, and so I'm gonna be doing a Chickamauga Lake lake breakdown on Chester Frost Park. I'm hoping to get that done by Tuesday, but there's a lot of it's gonna be
We're busy here.
I got a lot of stuff going on, so I'm gonna try to. I've been pumping out the videos
on
Tuesday. Well,
so.
hopefully I could be dropping it Tuesday, and then I wouldn't be working on it Tuesday, so I'd be done with it. So I'd have to be done with it Monday.
You gotta come see my draft. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, so I did a lake breakdown of Chester Frost Park. Well, I'm going to do the breakdown of Chester Frost Park. So I went and fished Chester Frost Park last Saturday. And honestly, this time of year, I'm not, especially on Chickamauga, I'm not going to focus just on Chester Frost Park. I know some of y'all may not have the option to go multiple different places, but I'm just letting you know, if I'm on the lake this time of year, I might hit Chester Frost Park and see if some things are working, but I'm more likely going to go somewhere else at some point. I'm not going to spend all day fishing there. Now, other times of the year, in the spring for the spawn, you can stay all day in Chester Frost Park on Chickamauga Lake, no problem. And even once frogging really gets underway, late in the year, I would say November, or even October, all the way through June, Chester Frost, you can spend all day in there and catch and have a really good shot at a trophy bass. So, but August, mid-August, end of August, not the place I'm going to stay. Unless they hadn't sprayed the grass that year, in which this year they have obviously done some grass control. But anyway, regardless, I stayed there until I was able to catch 5. And then honestly, I went somewhere else. but I did, and it was kind of a surprise to me because I thought I was going to have to take a finesse worm and just drag it slowly somewhere deep. And I didn't have to do that. I actually I got our frog out. In fact, I fished for about 5 hours, maybe not that long, but I fished for multiple hours with a Nico rig, a wacky rig worm, a shaky head worm, jig, chatterbait, swim bait, all kinds of things that you should be catching fish that are usually easy to catch fish if they're around. And I caught one fish, and it was maybe 14 inches, 13 or 14 inches. So I ventured to another part of Chester Frost that had some grass, and I figured, all right, well, I'll give it a shot. And I went and I started fishing, throwing our frog, and I kind of heard a little bit of popping, so that's what you want to hear. And sure enough, I started catching them on our frog. So, we'll have some exciting footage there, and I was excited to actually catch 5 fish in Chester Frost this time of year. So it can be done. The whole point of that series to break down a certain section of a lake, and really, the whole premise of that series is, if you spend enough time in one section of the lake, if it hasn't enough depth and it has enough area, you can catch fish. Like, you don't have to have a boat and run all over Kingdom Come to catch fish. Now, obviously, if you're on the bank, you're going to have a lot less area to fish. But even with that said, on Chester Frost, from the bank, there are places you can get to deep water. So, anyway.
Here's Cole's. Here's Cole's fish.
All right, we'll unplug it here.
Oh.
No, you can replug it. Check it out. Cole's PB. I caught that loudmouth edition today.
It looked like it was white out. Kevin, was it white out? And was it the wave? Was it the
It's a loudmouth.
Was it loudmouth? Okay.
Yeah, loudmouth.
Yeah.
So
it was a beautiful fish.
yeah,
He's in Louisiana.
All right, cool deal. Yeah, post that, tag us. You're still kicking that. You're making the whole
Sorry.
camera go like, oh, earthquake. All right. So anyway, what was I saying?
Your chest breakdown, Chester Frost, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. That's what I hear.
That's what you hear.
Blah blah blah, blah blah blah.
You heard it here, guys. Unfortunately, that's all I really cared to talk about. So that's all she hears 95% of the time from me.
I love him.
It's kind of like that teacher on the Peanuts or whatever. Oh well. She's gonna have to deal with it because that's I don't I don't care about talking about all the drama of everything else.
There's no drama.
But yeah, so I caught some fish. But then after that happened, and that was by the time I got 5 bites, it was afternoon, and I needed to do some running around because I was getting hot.
Keithville, I think, Patrick.
Huh? You're gonna have to.
I was answering Patrick. He asked where at in Louisiana, and I think we said Keithville.
Okay.
Don't hold me to that. I will.
So just tell everybody what you're talking. You know.
Oh, sorry. I was having a private conversation with
So Patrick asked.
I was having
Question.
a private conversation.
Right.
with
So that
Patrick.
way it doesn't look like you have Tourette's syndrome. You know.
But I do.
Just out and be like, fingers. Yeah, it's hard to come up with an example without saying something wrong. But bless their hearts. I'm sorry for all y'all that have Tourette's syndrome. Anyway, man, it's bad enough that you have ADD, but I think you induce ADD on me.
I'm sorry. Okay, back to where we're going.
I'm having a hard time remembering where I was at.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, keep an eye out for that video. I'll be dropping that hopefully Tuesday. So I've got a lot of editing to do yet. But by about 2 o'clock, I had about enough of Chester Frost. So I had a good idea of I had a couple other places I wanted to check to see if there was fish there, or they had been fish in the past. And you know, usually around this time, you have schools of little tiny shad minnows, about this big. You know, maybe that big. But those little tiny shad minnows are swimming, schooling up, and a lot of times they'll get. It's like they run into vertical structure, like a bluff or a wall or something like that, and then so they're easy to ambush. And not only that, but the predator fish seem to really pin them against it and keep them on it. So I want to check out a couple places like that, and sure enough, I found a place, and they were stacked up on it, and I probably caught like 30 bass after that. So, like I said, while you can find an area of a lake, any lake that has some depth, has some options, and you can stay there and catch fish. You know, obviously some days it's you know, the action may be better in one place or another. But
Hey, Dad.
what's up, Bob?
So Kevin, just question. You're south of. He says he's south of Shreveport in Keithville. Are you close to Bacon's Tackle? Is Bacon's Tackle close to Shreveport? We just did a video on Bacon's Tackle. I wasn't sure if you'd seen that video or not. And Patrick, my friend Patrick, is not far from there. Just so you know.
Well, he doesn't live in Monroe.
I'm aware of that.
Patrick is in
originally from
Georgia, North Georgia.
But he was originally from there. See, if you knew things about Patrick, you would know this. I'm just saying. I got you, Patrick.
I'm not going to comment.
So anyway, we just did a video on Bacon's, and I just was curious if you.
So yeah, if you obviously, yeah, I would think. I don't know exactly where Keithville is, but Shreveport. I just flow in it. I flow into there.
I flow in there.
I flow into Shreveport. That was in June, and that was that was one of the best trips I think I've ever taken in my life. I've been to some pretty cool places, um, and to go over there, stop into Bacon's Tackle, um, you know, go. And then I went over to West Monroe, and talked to stopped in at Honey Hole Tackle Shop. That's a cool place run by John David Owen. Um, I'm not sure if I should to call him John David or JD. He said whatever's fine.
He's at Honey Hole Tackle.
Yeah, Honey Hole Tackle, cool little place. They
West
got
Monroe.
they got a lot of cool stuff, but they're right down the street from the Duck Commander, and apparently, somehow through marriage or something like that, which 6 degrees of separation, but they are related to the Robersons, Robertsons, whatever. Robertsons.
Say it right.
The Duck Commander people, the Duck Dynasty guys, he actually does a podcast with Cy and Justin Martin regularly. I guess that's the Fin Commander or whatever.
Fin Commander, yes.
That's one that
Just
Martin
Justin
runs. But anyway, Martin wanted me to come over to Duck Commander, and that was cool. So I met him, and then I got to go fishing with Vince on Caddo.
So mad about that trip. I'm going back by myself.
We're trying to go back in December. We really want to go down there in December to throw our snatch and shad. That is something that's a bite that's going to be coming in and getting better, guys. That's not like as passionate as I am about our frogs. It's because they're a good frog. Our snatch and shad is a legit bait. It is a good bait.
For those of you that haven't seen it.
Yeah. So, yeah. If y'all hadn't seen it, hopefully you have. But that's our snatch and shad. Okay. Our lipless crankbait. This is one of the oil filled ones, so it's silent. It has a slower fall, and it'll actually it shimmies as it falls, but it will sit on the bottom, and this thing, it has got a good thump to it. Really good thump. You can yo-yo it off the bottom like you would like a blade bait. And okay, so here's a Royal Red. This is one of the rattling ones. You can hear that rattle. And this is one that Craig Presswood had absolutely on what lake was that? Percy Priest. He destroyed him on that in the spring. He was sending me pictures after picture. I filled my phone up with pictures. That's a royal red color. Anyway, Vince Richards at Lake Caddo Fishing and Fellowship. He told me that I need to come back down there in December to Lake Caddo and fish our lipless. So we're gonna do everything we can to make that happen, even if it's just a weekend trip where we fly into Shreveport on Friday and then fly back out on Sunday.
I'm going this time.
That's fine.
Okay.
I am perfectly fine with that.
Yay.
So we're going to try that, but I would definitely recommend with that lipless bite. I know on Chickamauga it really picks up in October, and it just gets better and better through December. When it gets really cold, it kind of slows down a little bit. You can still use it, but we're also coming out with a 3/4 ounce. So this is a 1/2 ounce, okay? And I'll be honestly, this fishes pretty shallow. Now, it being a sinking bait, you can fish it in deep water. By all means, you can fish it in deep water. You fish it slowly and just yo-yo it off the bottom. However, when you're just kind of reeling it and fishing it kind of fast, it really excels in probably 1 foot to 4 feet of water. That like you can really fish it very well in 5 feet of water. So I had several people request that they want the same size but heavier. So we made one, and we're in the process of getting it produced.
Production.
It's in production, and trust me, it is not cheap.
I'm running out of space here, people. Please
But
stop requesting stuff.
It is 3/4 of an ounce, and we're gonna only have 3 colors of the rattling and 3 colors of the silent. Now, if those sell really well, I will expand those colors. So, but y'all gotta give me information. Y'all have to respond. If you guys respond, then I respond likewise. So anyway, that's happening. We also have in the process a blade bait. So we will be making an actual blade bait. It'll be smaller. It'll be 3/8 of an ounce, and we're only gonna have 5 colors of it to start. But it is going to have a similar body shape and body type to that snatch and shad. So I've sent my drawings, and they've the engineer I work with has put it into the 3D drawing and that kind of stuff, and they show me everything, and it looks sweet. Now obviously I want to get it in my hands, and so we can test it. We might have to tune it, that kind of thing. But so hopefully I'll be doing that in the next couple months, and hopefully we can get it to where we're going to be launching it in like January-ish.
Do you want to tell them how they can win any of our baits?
Oh yeah. So I think most of you are aware.
What's up, Hammer? Occasion somebody.
If you can look here and you get.
No, that's YouTube, or that's whatever that is.
YouTube, I don't get any comments to show. This
there
is
was
Facebook.
something that just said, "What's up, Hammer? You got a new nickname I don't know about?"
Well,
What's her name?
It can't be me that they're talking about. Because I hadn't felt like a hammer fish in a while. I'm gonna be honest.
See, look, there's another one.
Okay.
We need Papa Smurf, Loudmouth, and Tsunami.
Hey, Patrick
Ooh,
Brown.
So Papa Smurf Papa Smurf was really slow. Speaking of which, Papa Smurf is on with us tonight. Hey, Papa Smurf.
That's actually named after Bob Brown.
Which is my dad.
So he is. They've always called him Papa Smurf. And so anyway, so Papa Smurf was not the and it's funny because out of all the colors that we had, Papa Smurf was on the slower selling ones of all of the ones that we had, and so we were going to discontinue it, and then Frogman Fishing did what he did, which he bought some. I guess he got some from Tackle Warehouse, but he went down and he fishes in southern Texas. And if you guys haven't checked out the videos that Frogman Fishing has put out, catch them on our frog, you need to, because he wears a GoPro right on his head, so everywhere he looks, he's
Hey,
getting.
Bill.
What's up, Bill? So everywhere he gets, he is he's getting the blow up, he's getting the fight, and it's exciting.
And he wore the paint off of Papa Smurf in just, I mean, the amount of blow-ups that he got on that frog was just. And
the amount of fish the one, because somebody messaged me with his video. I wasn't aware of it. What's up, David? I wasn't aware of his
hey, Brian.
of his video, and anyway, so somebody sent me his video, and he literally caught probably 20 plus fish over 5 pounds the first day on that Papa Smurf. And of course, you catch a bunch of fish like that, it's going to take a toll on the frog. Now the frog's still going strong, but
paint job's not so
yeah, he it definitely looks like it's been rode hard, put up wet. So
this is a family channel.
That means it's referring to a horse, honey.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Just checking. I'm making sure. Okay, so how can they win these? So Papa Smurf is still a great color, and actually,
yes, if
our distributors are starting to buy it a lot more, and
if those sell really well, and those
when he shuts me up like that with a loving hug.
If those sales start going up and staying up, then we will expand it. That's how I try to roll with everything. Notice Purple Shad, Midnight, Golden Nugget, all those we have them in all models. Stranded Shad, we have them in all models because you guys told us through sales that you wanted them. So that's what we have to
Hey,
go
Gabe.
by. What's up, Gabe? Anyway, that's how we have to go. So if sales keep going with the Papa Smurf like they have been here the last month, then we'll make it. We'll make a Tsunami. We'll make the other ones.
And we won't retire the original. Now I am gonna get the absolute original to try and retire. Wink, wink. But I doubt that will happen either. So.
Yeah. So anyway, so how you get entered in getting one of these
Getting
lures?
any of our baits.
For free.
So, and your choice, we don't pick. It is what you absolutely want to try.
Of course, at any time, you're welcome to buy them on on
But
Tackle
this is about
Warehouse.
how you win.
On Tackle Warehouse or our site or the many local stores all across the country.
We want you.
Like bacon.
Purple shad and stranded shad and dirty rats, spicy meatball are amazing. Awesome, Patrick. They are
good.
great colors.
I'm glad you're catching them with them, and that's.
We want you to use our stores first, like
Mama Pop
bacon,
stores.
mom and pop stores. Bacon's Tackle. I keep getting caught on.
Our stores.
Yeah, our stores. We want you to use our stores first
you guys
before
notice
you come to us.
We got a flag of the United States, and these are pins that have our stores
pins keep getting
and all
stuck
these
in my
pins
hair.
in different places. And obviously, we're heavy here in Tennessee Valley, where we are. And
Just
then
keeps
down
getting stuck in my
here,
hair.
this is where you guys are, down in Shreveport. Okay. With the big thumbtack means that they have made big purchases and they have lots of our
can't.
lures. So anyway.
But we want you to go to our stores first. We want you to support Main Street America. We want you to support people like us. It's just Tim and I. This is not some big. If I removed this board, you would see our warehouse, which is our basement. So we want you to support those small guys too. But you can also get us at Tackle Warehouse. You can also you can purchase through us as well.
Yeah.
But you can always message us too and just say, "Hey, I'm in Keysville, Louisiana. What do you have that's close to me?" And we can tell you. We have Bacon's Tackle. We have Honey Hole. We have several other ones that down there along the Gulf as well. And we will point you in that direction. And if there's not something that's close to you, then by all means, we have us and we have Tackle Warehouse. So we want you to buy from there first. Right?
Do you want? Yeah, that's exactly. Do you
Now,
want me
if
to
he'll
explain
ever
that?
get on to how you can
Honey,
win a
you
bait.
keep getting me off on that. Like every time I start talking about it, she's like, "Hey, by the way." Yeah.
I have a lot to say. You keep me in a corner.
No, most of the time you're pretty quiet.
Baby in
Today,
a corner.
today she's a yappy.
Oh, he's gonna die. Yay. Life insurance is paid up.
So look, every time I drop a video on it's usually on Tuesday. So if it's a long video, 10 minutes or more, a new long content video, I really want y'all to comment and like in the first 24 hours I drop it. So if you could hit the notifications button and turn on notifications so that when I drop it, you get it with the first hour that I drop it. But according to the algorithm says it runs by if it gets comments, likes, shares, obviously watch time. Don't just click comment and then not watch the thing. I give it a little bit of love there. So, but that will get the algorithm to say, hey, people like this. I'm going to show it to more people. So then we get what's called impressions, and they basically put it out to thousands or millions of people. And that's how you get views. And if you'll notice, the last 4 or so videos I've been dropping, I've been really lacking in those views. So the algorithm hasn't kicked in. Anyway, when you do make those comments and you like those videos, then you get automatically entered into this drawing. Then we go live on the subsequent Friday, and we put your name. If you made a comment, your name's in there. So we have, I don't know how many names we have today. It's less than 20 though, I'm pretty sure.
I didn't count, but I can if you would like me to.
So it's less than 20. So we have, it's probably right around 20. So
12.
12? Really?
Uh-huh.
Okay, we only 12. So 1 in 12 shot of winning this week. But so yeah, make a comment, and then we will put you in that drawing, and then today we will do the drawing. So that's what we're doing today. And of course, out of all the lures, and we have, when you take into account color and models, we have like 95 different
95.
lures.
You can choose from 95. 95. You have 95.
So
95.
so that's pretty. That's a good
That's a good
selection.
selection.
But anyway, so, and of course, anytime through this whole live, you guys are welcome to make comments, make a, if you have a question, if you've been dealing with something you're not you're frustrated about with in regards to fishing, I'll do what I can to help you out. But man, my nose itches. I'm here doing this. They're gonna think I'm like a coke sniffer or something. I think I got a boogie that's fighting my nose hairs.
Oh my gosh, this video is going sideways.
Yeah. If you guys know us, we go sideways pretty often.
Yeah, sorry. We try to keep it together, but that doesn't always happen. Sorry.
All right. So yeah, if you have any questions about fishing, at any time, give us you're welcome to ask, and we will, we'll do our best to answer those questions.
Okay. So Tuesday you drop the video, and then Friday, that same Friday, we go live at 8:00.
And if you've
Hey, Richard.
if you've asked a
Thanks
question,
for joining us.
if you asked a question, and you've liked it, then you're automatically into the drawing. And that's the parameters.
They don't have to ask a question; they just have to comment too, right?
Yeah, you have to ask a question. Just
Right.
comment.
Okay. Just making sure he clarifies that.
Sorry. Yeah, my bad. There's something also I want to talk to you guys about. I don't know, maybe I'll do a poll.
Is this
or
on
something.
the agenda?
No.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I didn't.
Right off the top of my head.
There's been a lot of stuff going on here this week. I'm a little
So-
nervous. It's not on the agenda.
So we do have people who just kind of drop in, leave a comment, and then poof, they're gone. You never see me again. Which I understand it happens when a video goes out to thousands of people. Not everybody's a subscriber, and maybe somebody just saw a video for the time being, and they decided they were going to just watch and then move on. But I really do want to encourage people like David Williams, Mike Christian, Patrick Gray, all y'all, Keith Nettles. You guys really, you support us regularly, and we really appreciate that. So I'm trying to think of something that we can do special for you guys individually, or specifically. So I was kind of throwing around some ideas of how we could do that, and I have a couple ideas. One idea I came up with the other day, just kind of throwing around, but I need to see what the interest is there, is what you guys might think about doing a subscription kind of thing, whereas those of you who do watch regularly and do like the channel, do like Copper Red Baits and Flippin The Script Fishing, that if you had, like, say, like a $5 monthly subscription, then we would do monthly giveaways of trips, or whatever you wanted. Each month,
Thanks,
those
David.
people who are who do pay that monthly subscription, I would do a giveaway or a random drawing every single month with just those people. And of course, if you wanted to join, obviously you pay that subscription, etc., etc. But each month I would do that, and then maybe you would have the choice. A trip. We can go out on Chickamauga or wherever you want to fish, if within reason. It got to be somewhat close to me. But or if you wanted a hoodie, we'll send you a hoodie. If you wanted a
Or we could just have different random drawings. Hey, Zachary, thanks
lure.
for joining us.
yeah, we could do
Or
a drawing.
gift basket, something. Oh, you do several different things.
But what it would be,
Different months.
it would be every month we would do a drawing for those of you who would be paying that subscription, and of course you would always have direct access to us to ask questions, a specific messaging or something along those lines.
For $3.99, I'll just get you in touch with Jared Sullivan.
Well, she's gonna make a side hustle here. I see how it's going. Yeah.
Sorry.
I feel a little cheap right now. I feel like I've been pimped out. So
Trip to Louisiana, Patrick says.
I plan on, Patrick. I like I said, we plan on going back to Louisiana after going down there and just Caddo is a beautiful lake. And of course there's opportunities to fish down there like crazy. I like to make more trips down that way. Obviously, I only got so much time, but Anyway, now that I've been
Bill says sounds good.
now that I've been pimped out and all that good stuff. Yeah, if any of y'all that are regulars, give me or comment, message me or something like that.
And other suggestions too. I mean, this is just something we're just trying to think about what we can do for you. So we're still thinking.
Yeah, it's just we're kind of spitballing on what we can do to better interact with those that really have supported us from day one and have been there. Because we do support you guys, or we appreciate your support, and we want to be a better support to you. And not only that, but just get to know y'all a lot better. So, all right, think about that. Get back to me. Let me know.
Want the wheel of names down?
Let's get the wheel o names.
Wheel o
and
names.
Let's figure out who wins this week. Like I said, we have 12?
12.
We had 12 people this week who made a comment. Unplug it, sweetheart.
I'm done with you cussing at me. And I get to do it this week because you're being ugly.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Whatever. Feel froggy, hop.
I am.
Yep, whatever.
You can hold it and I'll spin it because I'm bad at it.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright, so here's our wheel. Who's going to win? Allure. Obviously, message me on Facebook or respond to my reply to you that you've won on YouTube. And let me know the color and the lure that you want. Alright, who is that going to be today?
Tonight's winner is
Who we got?
Yoda.
Yoda.
H5S.
Yoda H5S. Whoever you are, I will.
He or she has been in the last several, so.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, Yoda. Yeah. You're a little green freak. I'm sorry, it's Yoda.
Green ones
right?
need love too.
Anyway, I will comment to
Frogs
you.
are green.
I will reply to your comment on YouTube that you've won. Comment to me, and comment back to me via instant messenger or just somehow privately, so that not everybody in the world knows your name, or not your name, but your address. So anyway, I'll reach out to you and I know who's the person that remember who won last week? There was another strange name last week, but I haven't heard back from him.
Oh, you haven't heard back from him last night or last week?
No.
It wasn't Anthony last week.
No. Anthony won a couple weeks ago, and I heard back from Anthony. I sent him his thing.
And I just erased the names from last week, so I don't remember.
I'm sure I have them written down somewhere, but yeah. So make sure.
Hey, Zachary.
Make sure that you guys, when I do comment that you've won, you have to respond. I don't know who Yoda is. I mean, I know who the fictional character is. So, but anyway, if you guys don't have any other questions, if you don't have anything that you'd like to comment or for us to talk about, we'll move on.
Is Bill still with
Fishing with the Soldier?
Fishing with the Soldier?
I don't know, but y'all, if you haven't, we have. So Fishing with the Soldier. That's how I actually got. Is that how we met, Bill? Bill, I can't remember if we met you before Fishing with the Soldier or after. I think we knew Bill beforehand, and he told us about Fishing with the Soldier. Anyway, I know they have some.
Thanks, Patrick. We appreciate you. I can't wait to see you at the next show.
But Fishing with the Soldier's coming up. That's a pretty cool deal. I know Gallantly Forward, right? Is that what Gary Phillips is doing, helping with? Gallantly Forward has a tournament coming up on
November
2nd.
I'd have to look at the dates.
It's first Saturday in November.
Bill says yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it's the Gallantly Forward tournament is the first Saturday of November on Chickamauga. So I think they're going to do it much like Fishing with the Soldier does it, where they where you take out a veteran and you take that veteran and you fish as a team, and then the winning team. I don't know what happens there, but
Bill, let us know when you're coming down next. He says he's coming down next for fishing with a veteran next month.
okay. All right. Well, you need to get some information. I didn't know Fishing with a Soldier was doing something down here next month. So give me that information, and maybe we can figure something
Yeah,
out.
it's going to be a good tournament.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Check out those two organizations to see how you can help, get involved. Wonderful, wonderful people, and do wonderful things with vets. So we also here, in case nobody knows, we have a Desert Storm frog. And I think you've talked about this. He said it'll be down on the 30th.
Okay.
For every bait sold, $1 of this bait only will go to the Gary Sinise Foundation, that we give back from here, just to help our vets. So, I mean, we solidly believe in what Gary and what Bill does, when they help our vets. So, we also are on board with everything that both of those gentlemen do, and we appreciate all that they do. And we appreciate all of our vets, and military. So,
Yeah.
just something that...
Something to remember. So the Desert Storm Wave Frog, that one is specifically designed as a tribute to our veterans, and every one of those sold, we donate out of our personal, the money that we get from that. We personally donate $1 to the Gary Sinise Foundation to try to give back, because we do appreciate our vets. So something to keep in mind. So we do still have a lot of them available, so go check those out. But check out Fishing with a Soldier. They have a website, a Facebook page. You can look and get up to date with everything they got going on. Bill, I need to get in contact with you about that. And then Gallantly Forward. They're also an organization that is doing something, that they try to do something as well through fishing for veterans. And they have a tournament coming up on Chickamauga on this, I think it's the 2nd.
November.
It's in this first Saturday of November. So I will be in that one. I really don't only do those tournaments all year. I used to do tournaments, but I like to have fun fishing.
And if you need any of this information, just let us know. You can always reach out to us too, and we'll get you in touch with the people that you need to find. So, no worries there.
Yep.
We're here to help.
Absolutely. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us.
Bill says we will be with Gallantly Forward.
Okay.
So it's at the end of the month. Are you sure it's in November?
I certainly have. I'm pretty sure.
Well, we're gonna have to check.
All right, Bill. I'll be in contact with you, and we'll get a hold of
We have
Gary
to get
too.
our dates right now.
I know it's just
There's so much stuff going on.
I got too much stuff going on for real. All right. So we are working on a bunch of stuff, and hopefully, if that stuff comes through, I will be able to focus more on the fishing and the lure making and the.
Hope everyone has a great Labor Day weekend. Yes, you too, Mike.
Yep. All right. Thanks, guys. Everybody have a good Labor Day weekend. Be careful out there. And we will see you next time. All right. Till next time.
Tie
Tie
lines.
lines.